Hey there YouTube, Lator Awesome here, and welcome back to Pokemon FireRed Omega. In the last part, we took down Koga and obtained our final team member, the almighty Billy Bob, the, Aerodactyl. And in this part, I know that I said I was going to, take down these routes here, 13, 14, 15, and 12. I said that weirdly. And I still am, but there has been a change of plans. There have been several Pokemon that I have skipped rating. I've either missed them or, most of them I just missed. Also, there are some others that have just become available because we just, wait, why? Oh, right, because we now have Surf and Fly. So, in this episode, I am going to be covering all of them. Every single Pokemon that you can currently obtain in the places that we have been, including routes 12 through 15. So, let the marathon of Pokemon ratings begin! We begin here with Shelder. Shelder is a Water-type Pokemon introduced in the first generation. Its evolution, Cloyster, is a Water-Ice type, also introduced in the first generation. Shelder here is kind of lacking in respect with other Water types because it's hugely physically defensive. And it has a pretty good physical attack stat, but it doesn't have any moves that can really take advantage of that. He's still okay because he still gets some good moves, and Water Ice is a good type, but he gets 5 out of 10 in-game. Now, as for where you find him, that's right here, in Pallet Town. You fish with the Old Rod, so you can technically get Shelder real early. There are also Staryus here. So, on to the next Pokemon. The next new Pokemon is Goldeen, found by fishing in Viridian City. Goldeen is a regular old water type introduced in the first generation, and its evolution Seaking is the same. Goldeen is one of the weakest water types ever. It doesn't have any particularly good stats. It doesn't have any particularly good attacks. Its only real gimmick was that in Generation 1, Goldeen and Seaking could learn a move called Waterfall, which in Generation 2 became an HM move. It is the only Pokemon that could do that. That could ever learn a move that would eventually become an HM before it was. So, yeah, Goldeen is interesting for that, but it gets a 2 out of 10 for in-game because it kind of stinks. And you find it by fishing right here with the Good Rod, which we didn't have on our first visit here, so, yeah. Next! The next new Pokemon I'm going to cover is Slowpoke, found in Route 10, which is that place right next to Rock Tunnel. With the Good Rod. Again, I just missed this one. Slowpoke here is a Water Psychic type introduced in the first generation. Its evolution, it is a Pokemon with a branched evolution. It can either become a Slowbro, also Water Psychic, also introduced in the first gen, or a Slowking, also Water Psychic, introduced in the second gen. It evolves into Slowbro with regular leveling, and Slowking by trading it while it's holding a King's Rock. Slowpoke and its evolutions are good. They're pretty defensive, and they've got good special good special attack. Slowbro is, I believe, more physically defensive, and Slowking is more specially defensive. I may have gotten those mixed up though, because it's been a while since I've looked. Anyway, they're all good Pokemon. Water Psychic is a good type, and Slowpoke is a good Pokemon. 7 out of 10 for in-game, and you get them right here just by surfing with the Good Rod. So next up, we travel to Celadon City, where I missed a few Pokemon. 2 of them are found in this grass up here, and the first one appeared right away. Yes, this is Spinarak. Spinarak is a bug poison type introduced in the second generation. It's a spider, which is kind of cool, and that's about where it ends. Spinarak and its evolution Ariados are bad. They get a 2 out of 10 for in-game. They're just not good Pokemon. There's so many better bug types, so many better poison types. These guys are just sad. However, they're better than the next new Pokemon, also found here in the grass in Celadon. That's because the next new Pokemon is Ladybah. Ladybah is a ladybug Pokemon, which at first glance makes you think, cool, it's a ladybug. At second glance, you see Bug Flying, which isn't a fantastic type. And you also see that it's inferior in every possible way, shape, and form to Butterfree and Scyther, who are both Bug Flying, but make use of it and are actually good Pokemon. Ladybah stinks. I really feel sad for it. I like the design. I like the ladybug thing, but Ladybah and its evolution Ladian are just not good. They get a 1 out of 10 for in-game use because they're terrible. They like, can't KO anything. They die instantly to pretty much every move. And so, yeah, that's it for them. Now, both of those you can find there. The next new Pokemon you can find by surfing here. Please let me find it right away. No, not it. I'll look. Hold on. Okay, yeah, so after like 6 jillion Psyducks, I decided I'm not going to find it in that water there. I can get it somewhere else. But I'm going to talk to this guy who's like, yeah, I'm going to talk to you and teach you Soft Boiled. Soft Boiled is a move that only Chansey and Blissey can learn, so big help there, guy. Anyway, on to the next few Pokemon you can get. Oh, wait, whoops. Pausing. Okay, here's the next one. Coughing. I thought you could find in the Celadon surf water. That's what my guide told me, but I went to the Pokemon Mansion on Cinnabar instead, because I couldn't find it. Anyway, Coughing here is a pure poison type introduced in the first generation. It and its evolution Weezing are really good physical tanks, and they also have the ability Levitate, which negates one of their 2 primary weaknesses. Ground-type moves don't affect them. Coughing and its evolution Weezing are very good Pokemon. They get an 8 out of 10 for in-game. I think they're my highest rated poison type, outside of Bulbasaur, because they're just really good. They can attack well physically and specially, depends on what you want to do with them. They're just really good Pokemon, and you find them here in the Pokemon Mansion. The next few Pokemon you can also find on Cinnabar with this guy, the Fossil Restoration guy. Now, hold on a second while I do something. Okay, the first Pokemon that you can get here from the Fossil guy is Ammonite, the Pokemon on the left there. Ammonite you can revive from the Helix Fossil, which you got in Mount Moon. Ammonite and its evolution Amistar are both rock and water type Pokemon, introduced in the first generation, only revived from fossils, and they're pretty good, actually. They're very strong special attackers, which is very good in this game. Rock Water is kind of a weird type, but it works out for them, sort of, a little bit, kinda. I don't know, they get good water moves. Anyway, I can give Ammonite a 7 out of 10 for in-game use, because he's a good Pokemon. Next... Wait, hold on. What is this? Oh, whoops. There we go. The next Pokemon you can find here is Kabutops. Also from the Fossil guy, you revive the Dome Fossil to do that. Kabuto is the little one on the left, and Kabutops is its evolved form on the right. They're also Rock Water Pokemon, also introduced in the first generation, also only obtainable from fossils. Yeah, they're pretty... Well, let's put it this way. Kabuto, as you might be able to tell by its sickle arms, is a physical attacker. Unfortunately, its best moves are Water and Grass type, which are... well, special type moves. So he's not quite as good as Ammonite or Amistar, just for that simple reason. His rock type moves are better, but he doesn't really get many. So he's kind of limited in that regard. He gets a 6 out of 10 in game just because you can give him good moves, and he is pretty good, but he suffers in a lot of areas. Okay, the next new Pokemon here is technically Medicham. I skipped this over when I saw it the first time because I thought I'd already covered Meditite. As it turned out, I had not. Medicham evolves from the Pokemon Meta Knight. There are both fighting and psychic types introduced in the third generation. They're pretty good. You trade a Flaffy for one here. It's the only way to get it in FireRed Omega. And they're pretty good. They're fighting and psychic is a pretty good type to have, and Meditite and Medicham pull it off decently well, not as well as some other Pokemon do later on, but they're still, you know, they can attack from the physical side with fighting moves, and the special side with psychic moves, so they're pretty good Pokemon. 7 out of 10 for in-game, and I don't have a Flaffy, so I can't trade you. So, too bad. And you get it here in this little, the upstairs of that in-between point from Fuchsia and the Cycling Road. The next Pokemon is in the Safari Zone, the dreaded Safari Zone. Now, I'm really hoping it'll be the first one I run into, because you get it by surfing. Please be the first thing I run into. Darn it all! It was the second thing I ran into. This is Marill. Marill is a pure water type introduced in the second generation. Marill was interesting because it was speculated for a long time. We called Pika-Blue, and people thought it was in the first game, and that it was the most dangerous thing ever. Not so much. Marill is a decently good water type, pretty defensive, actually very defensive, and respect to its offense, which is kind of lacking, but gets good moves. All in all, Marill is good. I give it a 6 out of 10 for in-game use. I've used one a couple of times, and I can recommend a Marill. So, yeah, on to the next one. Actually, wait, before I do that, I'm just going to run around the Safari Zone real quick and catch some Gen 1 Pokemon if I can. Not you, Miltank. Just because I need to up my Pokedex a little bit. So, okay, so I caught a few things in the Safari Zone there. I think only like 4 or 5, though. I ran out of Pokeballs trying to catch a Scyther. The next few Pokemon I want to cover are all here on Route 119, or Route 19, surfing. So, let me just... Oops. Didn't want to fight you just yet, but, you know, I guess I will. You know what, just kill it, Red Eyes. Thank you. I'm pretty sure the first one I run into will be a new Pokemon. Remoraid. No, it is not. You're vaguely disappointed. There it is! Tentacool! Everybody knows Tentacool, the water poison type Pokemon introduced in the first generation that's always in every patch of water ever until 5th gen. Tentacool is pretty good. He gets a 6 out of 10 for me because there are better water types, there are better poison types, but he's the water poison type. So, I don't know. He's a very good special wall. His evolution Tentacruel is also pretty good. I don't know. I've used Tentacool a couple times, but mostly he's annoying rather than useful. So, I don't know. The next Pokemon I'm going to have to pause to find because they're rarer, but yeah, that's Tentacool. Okay, the next Pokemon I found here was Mantine. Mantine is a water flying type introduced in the phone? Yes, Mantine is the 2nd generation Pokemon introduced in phone. Anyways, water flying type. I love Mantine just look at him. He's so awesome, and he's got like the Remoraid water gun on his fin, and it's so much fun. He gets a 6 out of 10 in game because he's okay. He's not great. He's not bad. Water flying is a pretty good type. He can't learn like fly though, and his physical attack doesn't really lend itself to using flying type moves. But he's still a pretty good Pokemon. I can recommend a Mantine. Okay, so after like 40 minutes of trying to find a Quillfish and only finding Remoraid, and then 20 minutes of trying to find a Quillfish or a Tentacool, or not a Remoraid, and then another 20 minutes of trying to find anything that isn't a Remoraid, I found a Tentacool and decided to do Quillfish's rating on a Tentacool. And by the way, I've been playing at 900% speed the entire time, so I've run into thousands of Remoraid. Anyway, I have it on Tentacool here because Tentacool is everything Quillfish wishes it was. They're both water poison. Quillfish was introduced in the 2nd generation as an extremely rare Pokemon, so it makes sense that I had trouble finding it. Quillfish is not good. I gave it a 3 rather than a 1 or a 2 because it does have some uses, and it does have Poison Point, which can poison you. But, yeah. Other than that, Quillfish, not worth it. So, now, I have finally done all the Pokemon... Oh, wait, no. There are 2 more Pokemon, or, well, 3, technically, that I want to cover really quickly here. Those Pokemon are the ones that don't actually appear in FireRed Omega, and I don't have the music up right now, but I don't care! This right here is Whismur, Loudred, and Exploud from left to right, and small to big. They are normal-type Pokemon introduced in the 3rd generation. Pretty good. I give them a 4 out of 10 in game because there's just so many better normal types out there. And they're pretty good Pokemon, but they're not found at all in FireRed Omega, so I figured I'd just throw up a picture and show you them. The other ones not found in FireRed Omega are Volbeat on the left there and Illumise on the right. Both pure bug types introduced in the 3rd generation. Very similar. They're obviously like related to one another, as you can see. And they're not very good. I give Volbeat 4 out of 10, Illumise a 3 out of 10. Volbeat gets a higher score because he has a higher, I think it's special attack stat, actually. Maybe it's attack. I don't know. I've tried using them both. I could tolerate Volbeat. I couldn't tolerate Illumise. So, They're not terrible, and they have, like, annoyer moves, but they're just not good, so I don't really recommend them. So that does it for all the Pokemon. Outside of the ones in these routes that I'm going to go do now. Yay! So, Route 15, there's 2 of them here. And the first one I found is Kecleon. Kecleon is a normal-type Pokemon introduced in the 3rd generation, but he's very weird. Kecleon's ability is Color Change, which means... Here, I'll actually demonstrate. Whenever he's hit with an attack, he turns into that type. Into that attack's type. So he goes back and forth, back and forth. Well, that one died really easily. I didn't mean to kill him that quickly. Shoot. He gets a 4 out of 10 for me in-game, because he's got that gimmick, but it can be easily exploited, especially if you get hit with a Dragon-type move or something and then Ghost, and then they can just keep attacking with that type, and it's super effective rather than not. It's especially effective if you have, like, Fighting, Flying, and Rock on the same Pokemon, which you can, because then he just gets caught in a loop, and it doesn't matter how many times you heal, he's going to die. So he gets 4 out of 10. There's one more Pokemon found in this route, and I'll try to find it now. I found it quickly, thank you. Ditto! Ditto here is a normal-type Pokemon introduced in the 1st generation, and Ditto is a blob. Ditto has only 1 attack. Transform. It transforms into whatever Pokemon it is facing at the time and takes on that Pokemon's stats, that Pokemon's attacks, and everything. Type, gender, I think. Actually, let me test that. Does it take on gender? No, it does not. But, as you can see, he is now Dark Fire typed. Ditto. Not a good Pokemon. He's terrible for in-game use. He gets a 1 out of 10. He just transforms into the other thing, which means he's always a turn behind, and it's so risky, and he doesn't have good stats. But, metagame, he's good, and eventually we will be introduced to Pokemon daycares, which let you breed Pokemon. Yeah, don't think about it too closely. Anyway, you leave 2 Pokemon, the same Pokemon of different gender, in the daycare center, and eventually you get an egg, and then the eggs hatch, and you get brand new Pokemon, stuff like that. Ditto can go in the daycare center with any Pokemon that has a gender and produce eggs with it. It can keep doing this as long as you like with any amount of Pokemon that you like. So it actually has a lot of good uses in breeding. So Ditto gets a 10 out of 10 for breeding, and now it's time to fight people. I'm so happy. And wow, they're pretty high level people. And oh, look, a Kecleon. Time to abuse things and kill it. Yay, I'm so happy to actually be fighting things. This video is gonna be long, people. I'm just warning you of that now. When he whistles, he can summon bird Pokemon. That's a dragon bird. You cheat. Uh-oh. Whew. That was close. And I didn't heal or switch before going on to the next trainer, so that was not smart of me. Dodrio, I can... Icy Wind's super effective. I should have used that. Whatever. Gonna go heal. Okay, so I've healed. There are actually 2 more Pokemon that I want to cover in this video. That I haven't yet, but that's because they're on these routes just later. And in the meantime, I'm just going to kill all the trainers. Oh, Blossom. That Ned can fight. He probably could have fought the Gloom too, but he was all, like... accuracy dropped. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm quite tired now. This is episode 30, so I think it's my 5th or 6th episode in a row. And kind of getting tired, and I've been doing a lot of prep work too. It took a long time to find all those Pokemon, where they were, and all that stuff. So, yeah, excuse me if if I sound a little tired and sniffing. I have a bit of a stuffy nose. Anyway, as you can see, the trainers in these routes are pretty well leveled, and my guys are leveling up pretty quickly. This is technically what you should do before you fight Koga. I just thought I would have to train up Billy Bob like 6 jillion levels, so I should have just Ice Punched him. Fire Punch would have then been super effective, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, you can actually do a lot of things before fighting Koga, since Koga and the 6th gym leader are always a much higher level than Erica, the 4th. They give you plenty of... Oh, wait. What am I... Oh! That was a mistake on my part. Wait, what? Life's too short. It's cool to live as an outlaw. Team Rocket roll. You punk. You think you can beat me because I look gentle? Okay. No. Not gonna happen. Jump. Yay. You are a double battle. Wow. I don't know why I was not expecting that. I should have been. Mock punch, surf, go, make them die. Yeah. Am I running out of things to talk about? I might be. I just might. Wait, what? What are the odds, man? It used metronome to do the attack I just did. That's freaky. These two are also a double bat. Cool, you have a Quilava. I want a Quilava. Well, not really. I could get one. But, in case anyone was wondering about who I would probably start with when I do the 2nd gen, your question's been answered. Shoot. I hate poison types. Why didn't I use Dig? I had a super effective attack and I didn't... Healing. And back from healing! I think I was probably talking about something before I went and healed, but I don't remember. Ponygon, just because it's a Swalot. I didn't get poisoned! An attack which could have poisoned me didn't! I have never been so happy. I'm kidding-ish. No, I'm kidding. You know what? I remembered to use Dig, and you raised your defense when I used Dig. You know what? You know what? You're poop. That's what. Biker Malik. There's so many jokes I could make about that name, but I won't. Ooh, cool. Wheezing. That'll be... Seriously? You use Toxic because... Wait, am I on Route 14 yet? Yes, I am! And I'm back. I realized I could just heal stuff like that with antidotes, but... Darn it! I didn't find the Pokemon I was looking for right away. Okay, this is one of the 2 new Pokemon that you can find here in Route 14, also in Route 13. This is Zangoose. Zangoose is a normal type Pokemon introduced in the third generation, excuse me. Zangoose is a really good physical attacker, as you might be able to tell by the giant flipping claws. I really like Zangoose personally. I like its design, I like its moves and stuff like that. It only gets a 6 out of 10 in game though, because there are better normal types. And I don't know, you can typically only get it in like obscure places, so he's okay, but not fantastic. And Zangoose's rival is Seviper. They're rivals because one is like a giant snake and one is a mongoose, and they typically fight each other, blah, 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 blah. Seviper is a pure poison type introduced in the 3rd generation. It's kind of like Arbok, but not. They're giant snakes, they're poison types, they're pretty good. Seviper also gets a 6 out of 10 for in-game use, just like Zangoose. And that actually does it for the Pokemon ratings in this video. Yay! But I can recommend a Seviper. I've used one a couple times. They're good. They're good. They're not fantastic, but they're good. And yay, I'm done with the ratings, so I can move on and fight you. Mwahahahahahaha. And your Pelipers. And your... You know what? I'm gonna try attack you. Just for that. Yeah. Legend of the Winged Mirages. No, I have not. But I'm sure you will tell me useless information about it later. Yay, pony gun! They're the legendary bird Pokemon. Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. Yes, I will be going after them eventually. I know I could get 2 of them now, but... whatever. Yay! Hey, it's Billy Bob's first fight, and he killed a Spearow. Gee, what a shock. Yeah, Billy Bob's just pretty much gonna kill everything. Just everything. Aerodactyls are really good. He gets a 9 out of 10. I don't think I mentioned that in the last episode, because I was too concerned with... oh, thank gosh. Wish heals you after 1 turn, and that Togetic was potentially really annoying. Because it could heal itself forever, and then Metronome, and that could turn into anything. So, yeah. Wait, what? Why is it doing so... oh, right, because Bite is not a physical attack. It's a special attack. I forgot that for some... whoa. Yeah, as you can tell, these guys, pretty good levels. Pretty good levels, yeah. By the time I'm through these routes, I'll probably be... well, ready to fight Koga! Even though I already did. Doduo, Captain Zap, get in there. Overkill it. Thunderbolts. And... yay. This part is kind of supposed to be like a maze sort of thing, but it's not really difficult to get through. So, kind of a fail maze. Whoa, Altaria. Ice Punch. Yay. Yeah, my guys are really leveling up fast in here. I'm so glad that Billy Bob came out level 40 now, because I actually did beat Koga, so it's not like... I mean, I beat him first try, and with a lot of item abuse, but not... no, it was a lot of item abuse. I'll just flat out say that. Why do they always hit me so many times? Oh, whatever. Yeah, I'm just kind of tearing through these trainers. This is always kind of the, like... wait, there's no item here? Oh, right! It's over there. That's where the item is. Your cute Pokemon wish to make my acquaintance. Oh, wow, a cast form! I'll be covering them soon. And a Swinub, you can get embered. And a Mawile, you can get embered too. That cast form made the day sunny so that her other 2 Pokemon would die. And yeah, PP up. Not strength. Darn it, it gets confusing when you have HMs and switch out your Pokemon a lot like I do. Because I like to keep my levels all balanced and pretty. Don't judge. Ooh, a Politoed. You look cool. And green. Yes, there's lots of trainers on this route. I am aware. Oh my Lotic. You're not gonna be a problem, right? Nah, you weren't a problem. Good job. Alright. Phone? You know, I'm realizing that I don't think people can actually hear the phone when it rings. Whoa! That thing just used Psycho Boost. That's a mean attack. It's really strong, and cut your special attack as you saw. Oh no. Hey, good for Ned. He KO'd a couple things. And grew a level. Perfect. Surf, you can die. Raichu, I shouldn't have stayed in, but you can still die. Furret, you can also die. You can see a sharp decrease in the levels at this point. That's because these routes you can technically do... wait, what? Oh, hold on. You die quickly so I can go talk to that guy again. Come on. Come on. Oh, goody. I traced Poison Point. My Pokemon look happy even though they lost. I didn't fight you! I beat that guy with my mind! Wait, no, not you. There you go. I beat him with my mind, I'm so happy. You. Come here. A Magikarp? A Gyarados! There you go! That's a Pokemon that I can actually be slightly intimidated by. Yeah, it's a good idea to actually bring Cut to this route because then you can get stuff and fight some more trainers. And wow, a Nidoking. Try that. Die. Yes. Ow, indeed. Ow, indeed. And wow, everybody's gone up like 2 levels. Water conducts electricity, so you should zap Z-Poke. You're supposed to fight me too! But you're the Fishing Guru's younger brother, and you give me the Super Rod. This is the best rod in the game. It lets you catch lots of things, but I think I've already... You! Hold on. I'm not ready to fight you yet. Not quite yet. Because I have to go heal first. Wait. Seriously? I got poisoned? Really? Really? Just every time I get poisoned. And I'm gonna fight a fisherman and he's gonna... Whoa. He's gonna die eventually. I think... And you die. Yeah, there we go. But I'm going to go back and fight that Snorlax. I'm not going to catch the Snorlax. No. No, I'm not. You know why? Because the other one drove me insane. Seriously. That was earlier today. I don't want to do it again. Stop almost dying, Billy Bob. It's a pain. Quillfish! You! I tried to find you for so long. And it was right there. I could have just said it then. And oh. Mwaha. Ha. Man, my team is banged up from going through these routes. Yeah, I actually recommend, like, healing more than I did during these routes, but I just got, like, bored halfway through and decided to just run through. And I made it! I have cleared all of those routes. Except for one thing. Oh, this girl gives you TM27 return, which is a really good TM. It's Pokemon Tower, and there's a man fishing. Huh. Neat. It attacked in a I'm attacking in a grumpy rage, not you! You can go die. You can go die, Snorlax. And you will. You will. Yes! Vengeance! Victory! Devastation! And ooh, what do you do? Do I have 30 species yet? 25! You poop. Wait, I fought all you people, right? Yes, I did. Ekans, you can go away. And looky, I'm in Vermilion City again, and now I'm not. And now I am. Oh, wait, no. No, I'm not again. Okay, now, the last thing I'm doing in this episode. These guys won't let you into Saffron City unless you give them the tea. In the original Red and Blue, you had to buy them a drink from the top of the Celadon department store. But in this game, you go get the tea from the lady, and they drink it. And now we're in Saffron City. So, next, yeah, I'm not going to do Saffron City this episode because tired. And also the episode has been 34 minutes more than. So, yeah, that'll be enough for this episode, I think. In this part, we rated... Wait, hold on. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 Pokemon! Yeah, we did that many. Which means we only have... Hold on. I have a list in front of me. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... Oh, wait, no, we did 20 this episode. I'm sorry. 13... Wait, did I do... No, I can't do that yet. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18... I think we have 20 left. Although my counting's a bit off and I may have missed a Pokemon. No, wait, no, I didn't. No, I did. Okay, so... Anyway, in this part we did half of the remaining Pokemon ratings we had to do, not counting the legendaries, and we also cleared out a bunch of routes and made it here to Saffron City. So, in the next part, we're going to be taking on Saffron City, and I will see you guys then.